That was awesome.
Yeah, good way to start.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, what's happening? You are here live with Rasslin Rage. Tonight on Rasslin Rage, America's newest citizen, an update on Jerry Lawler, blah, 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 who's getting their own Funko Pop, and did WWE just promote Impact Wrestling? All that and more when we come back. Look at that, I kind of sung it. Like, yeah. And we're back. All right, so welcome to the show. Obviously, if you don't know, my name is Cody. This guy over here is Chunk. We're from we're going to call this the Rasslin Rage Studio 1, right? Studio 1.
Studio 1, yeah. All
right, because what were you, Studio 2?
I'll be 3.
3?
Yeah, just because I want to be.
Well, that's your birthday. I got it now. All right.
Well, and it's 1 and 3, so both of them are my birthday.
Oh, yeah, okay. That works out nice, too.
Because I'm amazing.
Is this your first time joining us? Please go down below and like the video, number 1. Number 2, subscribe. Hit that red box there. I think it's even like right here. There's a thing. You can hover over that. You click that. You click on that and wham, you can subscribe. Make sure you click the bell. That'll give you notifications and let you know when we go live. And see people starting to come into the chat. Hello, everybody in there. How you doing tonight? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Also, if you want to buy a t-shirt, there's 2 ways to do that. 1, you can go down below, click the link for our ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlinRage web store. Or, let's kick this off with breaking news for May 26th. Blue Water Championship Wrestling Cruiserweight title match. Amazing Nate, will defend against none other than Buddy Hanlon. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, there we go. Buddy Hanlon. He's pretty good. All right. So now also down below there's a link for Fight TV. If you click that link, it'll take you to their website. You register, and when you do that, we get $1. Yes, sir.
You were discussing how to get shirts.
Well, ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlinRage.
You said there were 2 ways.
Oh, yeah, you go to our website, WrestlingRage.com, and click on the Pro Wrestling Tees logo, and that'll take you right to our web store, and you can buy them there as well. So Fight TV, there's also a link down there for High Spots. Go buy some stuff, please. We get a small commission on that. But with the Fight TV, all you have to do is register an account. That's it. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
You don't even have to buy nothing. We get $1. So
there's a lot of amazing free stuff on there.
Yeah, very good. So before we get too far into the show, next week, Friday, we are not going to have a show. I am going out of town for a family function, and I will not. I'm sorry, man. I have to go. It's my wife's family's coming into town, and I've never met them, so I have to go. It is what it is, right? So secondly, if you have any questions, that maybe you want to ask us throughout the show, legit wrestling questions we do at the end. That's where you ask us legit wrestling questions, as the name says. Morning, boys. Yeah, morning. And so save those questions for the end, and then you can ask us, all right? Let me see here. When we come back, we are going to take a look at Nathan Tankersley's collection, another one from the group that we belong to. So when we come back, we're going to do Collector's Corner with Nathan Tankersley's collection. All right, so let me give me a second to get this set up so we can. That intro's just not long enough for me to do it, man.
Yeah, you got to get a longer intro.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it is what it is. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something over here, right here. All right, here we go. Let me see. Wang. I was gonna say. There we go. Bam. How you doing? All right. Yeah. Okay. So, again, Nathan Tankersley shared this with us in a group that we belong to on Facebook. So let's get at it. All right, so you have 3 pictures here, and it's just stacked up. You see the middle looks like a bunch of figures. I can't tell. Looks like up at the top there we got some TNA stuff going on, but they're all turned sideways, so you really can't tell what they are. But does that look like down there at the bottom? Does that look like Impact maybe? I can't tell. But a lot of WCW stuff, as you can see off to the side here. A lot of NWO, looks like. Something with Sting on it there. Again, now you can start seeing a bunch of WCW figures standing up here.
Yeah, someone was a WCW fan.
I would have to say so. And we got a Hollywood Hogan hanging tapestry. What tapestry? Is that what you call them?
Tapestry, yes.
Yeah, another angle of all these figures here.
Yeah, Hogan is amazing right there.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Wait till you get into it a little bit. You're gonna find something that you really like here. There's another. Look at this one up here. You see that one?
Which one?
Right there.
Oh yeah, dig it.
Yeah. All right. So next, some more figures on the side. The WCW stuff. It looks like the Nasty Boys down there. Yep, right there. Nasty Boys.
Yeah, another set over there. Right there.
Yeah, Nasty. Is that Stone Cold? Or is that Goldberg? Yeah.
Probably Goldberg.
Yeah, considering it's all
WCW stuff.
Look at this. Is this costume? Yeah, that's Goldberg costume. Goldberg, Hogan.
I have that Sting right there. That plush Sting with the plastic face.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
It's like
okay.
$25 on eBay.
Oh, wow. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, wow. That
See, this is what
sweet.
you need to get for your Rage of Honor, man.
Yeah.
You know, so you got somebody to talk
buddy.
to.
Yeah, I know. I get so lonely. I do.
Ooh, look at this. Big, nice. I wonder if those are ring-worn boots. I wonder what that's all about, huh?
I don't know. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Look at, you can see up here, there's a bunch of the classics.
Yep.
And a bunch more Hogan stuff. Hollywood. I'm going to have to go on a limb here and say he's a Hogan fan.
He could be.
I'm going to say, because this is...
And look, those are all... Almost all of them have Hulk Hogan in them.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's a Hogan fan, because this is all Hulk stuff up here.
That one's pretty sweet. Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior, right there.
Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4, third or fourth one from the end.
There, yep, okay, now I see it. That thing had to go away.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. What do we got? And more Hogan.
Nah, I don't think this guy's a Hogan fan.
This looks like Sting up here.
He's probably a Ric Flair fan.
Let's see. More Hogan. A lot of Hogan. And more Hogan. Look at, oh, there's some pops.
Funkos, yep.
Funko Pop. Hulkamania TNA, something from when he was in TNA.
That's pretty sweet.
Well, all right. So kind of buzzed through that one, but you know, it would have been cooler if we could have seen what was on there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But another great collection that we have there. We want to say thank you so much for Nathan for sharing that with us. But the favorite part of the show is coming up next. We are going to talk Indies. So after this, a nice little intro, Indies. And we're back. Right. So, let me get over here.
I have a question. Didn't we used to do all the Rage before the Indies?
We used to.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize that you feel that way. I'm sorry.
Feel what way?
I don't know. You feel some kind of way?
I don't feel well.
You don't? Are you sick?
Yeah.
Are you
sick
okay?
For a couple of days.
Oh, all right. Okay, I just making sure you're all right.
My head feels like a balloon.
All right. So Indies. Last week first of all we showed Cyrus 18's promo, and then we had Cyrus 18 on as a surprise guest, and he had a little bit of a surprise for us.
Yeah, a big surprise.
Yeah, a little bit of surprise. Yeah, big surprise. Shogun joined him and had a little thing to say there.
Yeah, it seemed like a big surprise for Alex too.
Yeah,
maybe looming.
Right. So definitely, if you missed that, you want to go back and you want to check that out. But in reaction to his Cyrus's last promo that we showed, Weaponized Alex Weir released a new promo, and we are going to show that right now.
Hey Cyrus, I wasn't gonna respond to a little message you put on Facebook till what happened last night. You see, you have this thing of always making me look like the bad guy. After decisions you make me look like I'm the one in the wrong, like I'm the bad guy. So you know what? You're right. I dramatize what I do. I put the theatrics, but this is all natural. This is filmed on my cracked iPhone in my apartment. Here, you want to see the real me? This messy apartment, alright? This messy apartment, watching Vampire Diaries, alone, because my roommate's leaving me. Because he's going on to bigger and better things. I'm grabbing my iPhone, doing promos how I hate how people do them like this. And I'm doing them to show you that this is real. This is Alex Weir. I can't walk right because of how much work I put in this weekend. Because I went from Toledo with no sleep. I went to Detroit and I wrestled you. I wrestled your Wrestling with a Vet team. And that whole Wrestling with a Vet competition, I put everything into it. And I lost. To you. You and your team won Wrestling with a Vet. Congratulations. You took another thing from me. You see, here's why I dramatized everything. Here's the real truth. You see, I've been good at things, but I've never been the best. In martial arts, you know, I was the guy who would, you know, I was on the world team. I was good enough, but I'm not good enough to be captain. I got first place in my forms division, but I wasn't good enough to be grand champion. At work, I'm a good employee, but I'm not good enough to be employee of the month. And in wrestling, I'm good enough in the ring, but I'm not good enough to win a competition. And finally, in my hometown, I win a tournament, and I win a title, my first title in my hometown. And I can't even have that, because you got to come out and make me look like the bad guy. You whine about your life. You whine that I don't help set up rings. That's because I showed up right after I got out of work, because I have rent to pay. I have bills to pay. So yeah, I didn't help set up the ring because I'm out here busting my ass everywhere I go. That's the real me. There's no music playing. There's no dramatic clips, no slow-mo. This is it. This is me holding my phone talking to you, Cyrus. Because all May, this is what you're going to get. Until the end of May, till we finally end this on May 26th. This is what you're going to get. So what are you going to say now? What are you going to say to try to twist it around? Huh? You punched my dad. You yell at my mom. You yell at my sister. You yell at my grandma. You come personally after my family, and I'm the bad guy. You jump me. You injure me, and I'm the bad guy. Everywhere we go, you play a pity card and make me look like the bad guy when really, I'm just trying. That's all I'm doing is I'm just trying. So what are you going to say now, Cyrus? What are you going to say? Because it don't matter. Because I am who I am. I know who I am. I don't go through phases. I'm Weaponized Alex Weir. And on May 26th, you better figure out who you are, or you'll never will.
Well then, so Weaponized Alex Weir had a lot to say. Somebody in the chat pointed out that the Vampire Diaries is going to kill the fans. Going to have to say, I love Alex like a brother, but
he really needs to clean his room.
Well, the Vampire Diaries.
I don't know what that means. So it doesn't really.
It's like some
me.
show.
Well, we all got that one show, you know.
I guess.
I'm sure you watch like Grey's Anatomy,
right?
Or
well,
American Idol or something.
Shortly after, Cyrus Satin released a new promo, and we're gonna take a look at that now.
You know, Alex, it's funny. It's funny. Actually, it's not funny. It's quite annoying. It's annoying because for 3 years you've been talking. And you've been talking a lot. It's always about you, Alex. It's always been about you. And then you made it about me. You started talking about me, my feelings about you, about being jealous, and I said you were right. I admitted to it, Alex. I admitted to my faults. And yes, I called you out on yours too. And it's funny. It's annoying. It's annoying because you haven't said anything back. You know what I'm saying? It's been 3 years. I said my piece, and now you choose to be quiet. You could have been quiet then, but you weren't. And I don't get it, Alex. It's confusing. This is the time to talk. It's about me and you. If you don't want to talk, Alex, I'm going to find you. We're going to talk somehow. We're going to talk about this. We're going to figure this out. If you're not going to talk, Alex, I'm going to come to where you're at. And if you're not here, if you're not going to be here, Alex, I'm going to find out where you're at. Because we're going to talk. Because this is funny. This is annoying. Alex, I'm coming for it, Alex. I want your pride. You're going to give me your pride.
Well, so this is all starting to come to a head. We're getting closer and closer to the 26th Blue Water Championship Wrestling. You know, the tickets are on sale now. They went on sale Wednesday, $15 a ticket. $50 for the family 4-pack, gets you 4 tickets. You can buy those now. You can go to PKSA Port Huron. You can go to the American Legion Hall, and you can, I believe, you'll be also to be able to purchase them online as well. So go ahead and do that. You know, we've already had another match announced tonight with Buddy Hanlon versus Nate Matson for the 26th. So that we're looking forward to.
And did you see that Stephen Bonner joined 5MW?
I did see that.
That's pretty sweet. Huh?
I did see that.
Yeah,
Excellent stuff.
bad,
So
yeah.
that's a throw it up, throw it down. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you know I support.
Right.
Look at that. Who's my homeboy? Who's my homeboy?
Right.
Eric Smalls, my
Eric
homeboy.
Smalls. Okay, cool. So shows this weekend. We got UCW Retribution, which is featuring Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, it's also on the cards Brooklyn Baller. So awesome stuff. Takes place on the 12th. Ticket prices are available on their site, and bell time 7:30. I believe it's in Essexville or something like that. So
I think someone we know is going to be there.
I think Billy Ray will be there.
I believe that. I believe you're right.
Billy Ray. So that's the only shows I could find for this weekend. But next week, even though we won't have a show on the 18th, I'm going to be back in town in time to grab Chunk, and we're heading to Livonia.
Please don't grab me.
You know what I meant. We're getting figurative speech. We're going to Livonia, and we're heading to Evolve. But before we talk about that, we had another announcement here, another match for BWCW, excuse me, tag team title match. The Redneck Rock Stars will face off against MM3 and Blake Acumen. That's a different that's a different tag team. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
No.
But that should be a very good match.
I believe that's their first time working together in Blue Water.
Well, definitely in Blue Water. I don't know if they've worked together previously, but definitely going to be a great match. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a good one to watch. There's going to be a lot of high flying there, so can't wait to catch that one on the 26th. Again, remember BWCW 26th, in your face live taping. You know, and if you haven't watched these, the live tapings are on YouTube. You just search In Your Face on or BWCW In Your Face on YouTube, and you can find these tapings on YouTube, and you can watch them.
And this show, this show looks like it's going to be pretty good so far.
Yeah, no kidding. It's getting bigger and bigger, and we're definitely looking forward to it. But as we were saying, next week on the 20th, I'll be back in town in time to grab Chunk. We're going to hit the road, and we're going to head to Livonia, and we're going to Evolve 105 in Livonia, which now there's been a lot of developments going on revolving around this. All right, so first off, let's talk about Matt Riddle, Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be the last time Matt Riddle and Keith Lee will face each other in a Evolve ring.
Right.
Keith Lee is heading to WWE, and we kind of saw that in the future because with the WrestleMania weekend shows, they had the Access shows. Keith Lee faced off against Cassius Ohno in an Access show. So also Progress Wrestling announced. Are you familiar with Progress Wrestling?
A little bit, not very much.
Well, they're a UK-based independent.
Right. I knew that.
Tony Storm. Do you know who Tony Storm is? She was in the Mae Young Classic.
Lance Storm. Oh
No, she was in the.
don't know that one.
She was in the Mae Young Classic. Excuse me. She's from Australia. She's one of the best female wrestlers in the business.
An
She's
Australian Storm.
and she's currently the Progress Women's Champion. But anyways, Progress is going to do a partnership with Evolve and do, I believe it was 5 shows in the United States. One of them is going to be in Detroit,
Oh, that's cool.
August 12th.
Man.
And guess what? People at the 20th show for Evolve get first crack at tickets.
Really?
Yeah. So, and they're doing double header. So during the day, Evolve's going to do a show, and this is on August 12th. So
Right.
there's going to be 2 shows. Evolve's going to do a show,
And
and then
then-
Progress is going to do a show.
Oh,
But
man.
they're separate tickets.
Right.
So you got to buy tickets to both shows if you want to go to both. However, that's awesome because that gives Progress a little bit more exposure that maybe they need to get in the States, you know, because there's a lot of fans in the States.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, not to say that there's not in the UK, but it's definitely something that they're it's going to work in their advantage, if you ask me, especially with Evolve.
You see this next match that Mr. DRC just announced?
Oh, we got another one.
Yeah, we got another one. Some more developments here. DRH, also known as the Devil's Right Hand, will be going one-on-one with the main event, Justin Maine.
That's going to be a good one
That's
too.
going to be a good one too. Anytime Justin Maine's on the card, it's a good match.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait, man. We're always there, front row, loud and proud.
You know that's right.
Yeah,
Front and
always,
center.
always. Sometimes you got to hold me down, but it's all right.
Only once.
Only once, only once. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, here's the deal. I wrote this, and in here you'll see it says, well, I'm really excited because Tony Storm in Progress, and maybe we'll be able to get the chance to see Tony Storm. Well, latest release says there's a lot, and I'm not a dirt sheet guy, but it's pretty obvious. She is booked for WWE for the Royal Rumble. Tony Storm is. They're doing something, a women thing, you know what I'm
The
saying?
Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
That's
she's
like,
there's something going on somewhere else, and she's booked for it in England or something like that.
with the WWE.
Yeah, and so she can't take any more bookings after June 5th.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, so that's a fair sign that she's going to the WWE. So, but she is one of the best in the business right now
They're-
as far as women wrestling
They are
goes.
pillaging the indie scene.
Well, you know, there was that article out today, where Samoa Joe. I didn't talk about it, but
Yeah,
Samoa
said
Joe.
it's good.
Yeah, Samoa Joe did the interview, and they were asking him about, you know, what WWE is doing to the indies and pay and stuff like that. And he was like, pay a guy what he's worth, and there's not a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? And,
That's true.
You know, and it is what it.
But
I can't fault anybody for going to the WWE to make the big bucks.
How can a company pay everybody what they're worth? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when you're making $128 million in the first quarter, you can do that.
You hear that?
I heard.
That was a cricket.
Oh, okay. Well, they made $128 million.
I understand that, but you know, they're also paying some guys that they're not paying could make millions, you know what I mean? A year.
I don't
10,
know.
12, 14.
I don't know.
million a
Some of
year.
them seem like they're
But-
content with what they're making. So,
Well, yeah, definitely. They're
and I
content.
mean, I don't know what everybody makes, you know. So, but regardless, hey, right. So, we talked about this previously. Firebird Entertainment. They've booked Ron Simmons and Tony Atlas to come in to sign autographs on June. Was it 9th, right?
June 9th.
June 9th, June 5th.
June-
What? Right. Anyway, so $20. Ron Simmons. They released prices $20. They have advanced pre-sale tickets. You can buy those. They also you can't buy pre-sale tickets for Tony Atlas. Ron Simmons is only going to be there for 3 hours.
Right.
Tony Atlas will be there for 5.
Right.
So there's no pre-sale tickets. It's $15 for an autograph, and it also gets you a picture. That doesn't get you, like you take a picture with him. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
All right. What? Oh, we got another one. Holy moly.
More developments.
Yeah. So let's see here. The executive known as Andrew DRC is in the room, and he's announced he's in Vegas, and he feels he was in Vegas. He must have hit it big. He's giving all out the big secrets. You know what I mean? So here we go. Twinkie Power's own CrossFit Rob Clooney will take on the prince of his own champagne room, Tony Scott.
Oh yeah, the champagne room.
Yeah, champagne room. The Boone's. Boone's Farm. I like it. I'm making out for lost time. There you go.
You're doing an amazing job.
Yeah, keep at it. Keep at it, buddy. So yeah, definitely want to check that out. You can get a hold of Firebird Entertainment on their Facebook page. So now in this portion of the show, we do what's called All the Rage, where we talk about the news in wrestling. Here we go. Bada boom. All right, so All the Rage, Chunk's favorite wrestler, Alberto El Patron, otherwise known as Alberto Del Rio.
Man, I can't stand that guy.
So Del Rio is now a U.S. citizen.
I hope he moves in next door to me.
So he's a U.S. citizen. It only took him 10 years to achieve this goal, and he got a perfect score on the citizens exam. Now, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Okay, so
we just
right. So we were like, well, I wonder what's on the citizen exam, right? And he was saying, so he must have looked up some numbers, and he said, what was it, 3%?
Something like 3% of
only
Americans.
3% of Americans could pass that. So we went to some site, and it was only 10 questions. So I'm not sure if that's legit, but I got 5 wrong out of 10. So
yeah, he said it said you passed.
Yeah,
you just need a civics class.
Yeah, I need a civics class. So, but definitely.
So definitely, we know that Mr. Alberto knows more about America than
we do. Very much so. So on a few episodes ago, we talked about Jerry Lawler and how he announced he had a stroke. A couple weeks before WrestleMania. Well, he had a stroke, and now he's got a podcast, right? And during this podcast, he announced that. But on a new episode of his podcast, he talked about he's now has brain damage from the stroke.
Right.
There's a spot on his brain that's about the size of a quarter. And when he talked to the doctor, what it was is it was previously blood on the brain, and then it went away and it killed all them cells on that brain spot right there. Had it been any bigger, he would have lost the entire left side of his face, all function of his entire side of his left face. Right. And he says that he shouldn't have another stroke if he keeps up on his medication. But who knows, right? That's I hope that he doesn't. He stays up on his. I hope he stays up on his meds, because I'd like to meet that guy, and I know that's kind of selfish, but
Lawler's cool.
I mean, I wish I could go to the show tomorrow for Jeff Jarrett.
Oh yeah, I'd love to meet Jarrett.
Especially after just getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Nuts is one of my slap nuts. That's one of my favorite catch lines of ever.
I remember when he came into the WCW. At first, I was all like, yeah, and then the slap nuts thing, and everybody was slap nuts after that.
That's right.
Everybody, what's up, slap nuts? You know what I mean? All the time. It was always slap nuts.
Great.
So the Bullet Club, well, at least Cody, Kenny, and the Young Bucks are going to be the first wrestlers outside of WWE or WCW to have their own Funko Pops now. So New Japan, it's going to be branded with New Japan, and they're released in August. A couple websites I went to, I looked at, they're offering pre-release right now, pre-sale, $30 gets you the whole set.
The whole set, yeah, that's amazing.
Which is Cody. It's a Cody single, it's a Kenny single, and then it's a Young Bucks dual pack.
Right.
And they're wearing Bullet Club headbands and stuff. I think the Young Bucks are the only ones that I saw that it said Bullet Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm not sure how exactly that's going to be, but there's numerous sites out there offering the pre-sale on that. So if you're interested and you collect Pops, or you're a wrestling guy, or you're a Bullet Club guy, that's the thing to get. I don't have the money right now, but maybe.
Here's another announcement by Mr. DRC.
Another one?
Our chat room.
Holy smoke.
New 5MW shirts will be available, and the June 30th show is my favorite show of the year. All midgets. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be amazing.
Midgets are cool.
I know.
I like midgets.
I love midgets.
I like
They're
midget
awesome.
wrestling. That's cool. And we have permission.
I have to say
We
thank you.
we got permission from
That's
Buddy.
right. I have
Because
to
it's
say
wrestling.
Thank you to BWCW for bringing this show to me.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be amazing.
Right.
It's gonna
Okay.
be
So
amazing.
remember. Okay. So the poop smearing dumbass.
Yeah.
Dumbass. He.
Where's PKSA?
He did. Yeah, that guy. You remember this dude?
Yeah,
What was
I
his
do.
name? Armando
Alejandro
Alejandro Montalvo.
Montalvo. Yeah, he's a good.
Anyways, he's in the news again because he was arrested. He had an outstanding warrant, bench warrant, I believe, but it was unrelated to the previous events with WWE. He's still not been charged with the stuff with the WWE. So
Yeah, who does this kind of stuff?
I don't know. Well, he live streamed when the
Yeah, he went to
when
he
the
went
police
on like
officer showed
Facebook
up.
Live or something like
Yeah,
that. Are you
and
kidding me?
yeah, man, idiot.
Who does that?
What an idiot. I'm just saying, dude's an idiot. Stupid. And I shouldn't even be talking about it, but it's news and I have to. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of the show, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
guess.
sort of. Anyways, so this is more MMA.
This is not
however,
part of the show.
but it has, when you think about it, it's got something to do with wrestling. ESPN and UFC have come to an agreement where the UFC will offer live events on ESPN's streaming service called ESPN Plus.
Sorry. I probably could be, but I probably won't.
Oh, what did you say? Where we
I
look?
could probably be in that show.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, ESPN Plus, they're guaranteed 15 pay-per-views on ESPN Plus, and they're gonna upload a bunch of content, UFC content, to the ESPN
kinda
to stream,
like the network,
sort of like
yeah.
WWE Network. So that means that UFC will no longer be with Fox. Does that open the door for WWE to go to the Fox
I
News?
hope not.
Or not Fox News, but Fox Cable?
It does, but I hope that doesn't happen.
Why is that? I kind of think that
I'm a
WWE
nostalgic
needs
kind
that.
of guy. I'm a nostalgia kind of guy. That's why I've been watching Raw since day one. You know what I mean? It's always been USA Network. Don't fix what ain't broken.
Okay. They're saying that our shirts don't come in 4X.
What?
Maybe.
Don't worry, I'll talk to someone. I'll have my guys call their guys.
For you, new shirt for me. What? Squinty?
Oh, I already got that in the works.
What? Squinty?
Yes.
Well, we can only get
4. Right.
4 at a time
Right.
till we sell a certain amount, and then we can
We
get
only
more.
got 2, right?
Yeah, we only have 2 right now. We need to find out if we. Oh,
See, I told you that don't work.
why don't it work?
I don't know, because it's pro wrestling tees.
Why'd you do that, Chunk?
Well, because I told you before that you need to get that fixed.
All right, let's see here. Let's check this out. Why don't we come in 4X? That's not cool.
Yeah,
That's not
what
cool.
I want to know.
What? We need some 4X in the house here.
Beards, brews, and
It does
bodies,
come in
hands.
4X. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it says 4. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it comes in 5X.
5X. It comes all the way to 5X.
All right, get out of town. 5X. My lord.
Which shirt did you get, Taylor? The Rasslin Rage T-shirt or the Chunk Equals Ratings T-shirt?
She don't like you.
I know that.
All right, so moving on, we did find that out. So here's a slightly odd piece, and we talked about this in the beginning. But there was a new table for 3 on the WWE Network. That was Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. Who was the other one? I can't remember. However,
I don't know. I don't watch that.
at the end, they promoted Impact's Global Wrestling Network, saying that if you wanted to see more matches between Kurt Angle and AJ Styles, you could go to the GWN.
Right.
And So Impact Wrestling was asked about this and they released an official release. So we're going to read that for you right now. Impact Wrestling collaborated with WWE on the project and sub-licensed the footage to them for use in their original productions. Accordingly, WWE issued a courtesy for GWN when the footage airs. So there's a deal going on there.
Yeah.
It's
cool to see that It's cool to see that the WWE is willing to work with other organizations to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because in the past they weren't.
No,
they were just they would bring them in, change their name, and basically wipe their past clear. You know what I mean?
The stage has changed now.
Way changed.
Yeah. You know. So, but Brandy Rhodes, wife of Cody Rhodes, she injured her shoulder. She broke her clavicle.
Yeah, her clavicle.
And then there was another break that happened too. But anyways, she was in Japan wrestling, and she had to have surgery. She had surgery today, and she's doing fine according to her Twitter. So awesome sauce there. She'll be back soon, and Cody is off back for wrestling again. So
see the other thing that Cody announced?
Oh yes, I did. Go ahead.
He's probably going to be running for the Texas State Senate in 2020.
Yeah, they announced that on the season premiere of Being the Elite on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it definitely will be. I'm not I wouldn't want him to be in politics. I mean, but it's guaranteed life insurance and guaranteed insurance for the rest of your life, I suppose.
Right.
I don't know if that's on a state level too, but hey, whatever.
I don't really know, but you know,
cut that and see.
But that would still be cool,
done.
You know. Kane as a mayor, Cody Rhodes as a senator.
Oh Lord!
What's next? Hulk Hogan's the president of the United States.
Well, The Rock maybe. So
I would lay the smacketh down.
All right, so Charlotte's had a bunch of developments happening. It recently leaked that her breast implant ruptured, and she was going to need to have surgery.
Was that pun intended?
Yes. So her ruptured, and she was going to need to have surgery. She's on the European tour, or was on the European tour, and she was going to, once the European tour was done, she was going to have the surgery.
Right.
Well, she was having a match with Carmella. Her tooth got knocked out. They shipped her back home to the United States. Her tooth's back in. Now she's probably going to go have that the breast assist fixed.
Happening quite a bit lately.
Yeah, losing the tooths.
Yeah,
the teethers.
The Hardy Boy, Cesaro.
Yeah,
Charlotte. Man,
so
there's gonna be a lot of toothless aggression going on in WWE.
Did you read that response or the interview, Lita? And I'm very surprised that you, of all people,
I missed
Mr.
this.
Opinionated over here.
I don't know how I missed this.
But she basically was on the same page. Remember last week when we talked about the Greatest Royal Rumble and no women and and the release. Maybe it wasn't last week, but the week before, and it was the release. And they were saying, the WWE release, because they were getting a little bit of
little heat.
And they really, we're doing this to advance the country, yada, yada, yada. And Lita basically said, no, you're not. You're doing it for the money.
BS.
Yeah,
Vince.
Yeah, I understand you're a company, you're a business, and you want to make money. But call it for what it is and don't sugarcoat it.
But they can't.
But they did. And that's what she was saying.
Yeah, I know.
She would have a little bit more respect for it if they would have called it exactly what it is instead of trying to...
Yeah, but she's been in the business for a long time, so she knows that from a business standpoint, they can't really come out and say, look, we're taking these guys for a couple mil. You're going to have to deal with it for a minute. All right. We're not going to have a lot of shows.
Yeah, I know, but they don't even,
but...
You're talking like from the sense of like you're working for a guy, right?
Yeah.
All right. We're talking about a business. We're talking not a business, but we're talking about a corporation that's openly traded on a free market. That it's a little different.
Yeah, they got to save face.
Yeah, not like that.
Oh yeah, they have to. Look,
hey, we're doing a show. We're doing a show in Greatest Royal Rumble, and their whatever, laws, whatever prohibits female. Bam, that's it. That's all they got to do.
Right,
they don't have to do all this. Well, we're gonna go help and progress the country,
but
so that eventually
doesn't that sound better?
To the idiots?
To the traders?
To the idiots, yes. To the idiots, it absolutely does sound better.
To the traders at the New York Stock Exchange, that sounds really nice and heartwarming. And
to them.
They're
but about
sweet.
Those people are just doing the dirty work.
People must really be nice.
They're just doing the dirty work.
They don't know about the Vincent Kennedy McMahon kiss my ass club.
The guys on the floor in New York are just doing the dirty work. It's the guys in the offices that are on the phones that are buying the stuff.
Yeah, I know, and they don't know.
The money.
They don't know.
Okay.
They don't know.
Right.
They're looking at numbers. Those guys look at numbers. That's
okay.
all they do.
Okay.
They don't know nothing about what's going on in the WWE.
Oh, okay.
They just look at numbers.
Yeah, they don't pay attention to nothing.
They go,
in
oh
their
wow,
investments.
they just made $128 million in the first quarter. I think we need to buy the stock. That's why the stock.
You
so high.
You don't think that people that invest pay attention to market trends and what's going to happen?
Market trends,
and,
yes,
and ratings and all that. You don't think they pay attention to any of that?
Yeah, of course.
You don't think they pay attention?
And you don't think that them saying that they're trying to help advance the country didn't make their ratings go up a little bit?
No way.
You don't think so?
The
really?
ratings have fell.
Not by
ever
much.
since. Oh yeah.
No.
It's the lowest they've been since in this year. Maybe you should read.
I don't know how.
That's a problem. That's the problem. So, with that controversial subject, we are now going to go into legit wrestling questions. See, we need to fix this. We need to fix it.
What do you mean?
This.
What did you do?
You did it. All right, when we come back, legit wrestling questions. Get them ready. All right, so we got some legit wrestling questions. Let's go ahead and take our first question. There's none in there yet. So while we wait for a question, I will go. Oh, here we go. What no-show next week? What's up with that? Oh, no, I'm out of town, buddy. I got a family function going on.
What's up with that?
I got a family function, brother.
Oh, and Rasslin Rage isn't family anymore?
It is family. However, my wife's family's coming into town. I've never met this family of hers, and she would really like me to go. And I have to go. So there you go. Tough guy.
How many 5MW shirts do you need to buy?
I had two. I have one now that's actually wearable.
I need all of them because I had one, but it was like a 47X or something like that. Because
there's one. I think there's one 5MW shirt you can buy on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I mean, there's one on there, like the same one that I have. Let's see here. We got another question. Look at this. This is real. What? No show next week. Okay. How many shirts? Will heel Nakamura win the belt? I'm really starting to think that that's not going to happen.
Yes, he will.
Maybe he will. The way it's going,
it's gonna end up in like a no holds barred match or a street fight or something like that.
They've already drug it out too long, and I don't know what to say. They drug it out too long, just not writing a good story. You get what I'm saying?
I do understand.
They're not telling a story, man. There's nothing there. We got the low blow king going on, right? And then the match at Backlash ends in a 10 count. What? The match before ends in a count out, dual count out.
The only thing that I didn't understand about the two matches was the no DQ match. There is no standing 10 count in a no DQ match. I never thought there was anyway. Maybe my mind.
I didn't call you an idiot.
But I don't believe that. I don't believe that there's a standing 10 count in those kinds of matches.
Yeah.
So what I think they're doing here is they're building up for a no DQ match or something like that. I'm not sure how the pay-per-views are going or whatever this year, but there's got to be something like TLC or something coming up, right? I mean, they got like 42 pay-per-views a year
next
now.
pay-per-view's Money in the Bank.
And then after that, it's probably like No Way Out, like 3 weeks after, and then TLC 2 weeks after that, and then they got to make some money.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna double the pay-per-views now.
Yeah. Well,
they're co-branded, so.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the. Well, I think this is going to lead in because again, you're starting to have the co-branded matches where you're having SmackDown versus Raw, and I think they're going to use that to start bouncing them back and forth. You know what I mean? From pay-per-views.
Right.
And then eventually we're going to see it just mold back together again.
Right. That's what I think is.
I mean, even though I don't like that idea because I think that people get more opportunities this way. We get to see more, especially when they're bringing up these guys from NXT. I mean, there's guys we don't see at all anymore. You know?
Right.
Oh, you think so? He should write the show. He should do it all.
That's fine. I'll have more time next week.
Go ahead. Do it.
Like a lot more time.
Do it. I know you will.
Current favorite storyline going in WWE right now.
Current favorite storyline, man. Well, it's definitely not the AJ Styles Shinsuke Nakamura.
No, really?
It's not the Bobby Roode Baron Corbin. I'm going to have to say it's the Seth Rollins Open Challenge. Right now.
I dig that.
And the reason, because it's bringing a lot of decent matches. Even him and Mojo Rawley was a pretty decent match.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I was really surprised by that.
And you're not a Mojo. You were
I'm not
talking
a fan.
crap about him Wednesday.
Yeah,
so.
well, he looks like Michael Rappaport. It's not my fault.
Well, I suppose so.
My favorite would probably be Jinder Mahal demanding to be put into the Money in the Bank thing,
Okay.
you know. But I'm a fan of heels, so it's either that or Nakamura. I love heel Nakamura. Not a fan of his wrestling style, but his heel persona is awesome.
Whose career is ending at BWCW on May 26th? You can't ask us that on the air. You can't do that. Because I'm already biased, but
right, you can't be unbiased.
No,
you can't be. So that's null and void for you. And I don't want to answer that because I don't want to see either one of them. I'm again, second week in a row. I'm going double count out.
Who is going to win between Blake Acumen and MM3 tagging up against the Redneck Rockstars? Again, here's we're biased, man.
Yeah.
So I like MM3.
Actually, for that match, I'm not as biased because I like everybody involved in that match.
I do too.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, I do too.
It's
now Alex doesn't like Blake Acumen. He hates Blake Acumen.
That's what I hear. I don't get what's going on there.
There's a graphic.
So just on that, I'm going to say Redneck Rockstars.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Redneck Rockstars retaining the title. Let's see here. My favorite angle is when I came with the bar. listen to this guy putting himself over. I like that. Let's see here. Question: Nakamura would not be given the belt because he's not allowed to go in certain countries. Well, I don't know about that.
I didn't know he wasn't. What countries isn't he allowed in?
I don't know, but he could have. I don't see why they wouldn't put the title on him.
I'd put the strap on him.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Money.
So if there's another question, we'll answer it, but we'll start giving our spiel. Again, remember, give us a thumbs up if you're watching. Thumbs up, hit it, up, up, up. Make sure you subscribe. There's a thing here. You can do that. Click the notification or click the bell when you go to the channel, and then you'll get all the notifications. That's a jester, yes.
You're such a joker.
Yeah, very so. Very.
Not you. Andrew D'Arcy is.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Whatever. What was I saying now? Oh yeah, buy a T-shirt. Rasslin Rage. The link works, man. The link works. Rasslin Rage. Get yourself a T-shirt. Okay. I think they're $20, $19.99. Ship right to your house. We have up to 5X. Somebody said they don't have 4X. I don't know what you're talking about. Shush. I just went to the site. They have
That's
4X.
Right. We just went and checked for you. There are 4Xs. So if your computer says there's not, smack it a couple times. It'll start listening. That's what I did.
Well, there's definitely that. So down there's also Fight TV.
How about this right here?
What about the Rasslin Rage crew joining Dave? Oh yeah, they'd roast us.
Oh yeah, they would.
Oh man, they'd kill us.
I would do it.
Yeah, I'd do it too.
I don't think Cody would.
You don't think I would?
He would. He says he'll do it, but then
okay.
Dave would come and he'd be like, "Junk, I'm sick. You're gonna have to go on without me."
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be like, no soldier left behind.
Oh,
son.
listen to this guy with
Pick
his.
him
I'm
up.
telling you, if he gets any bigger, he's not going to get through the door.
I will always be short. I'll
It's-
always be
It
able to
doesn't
fit
have
through
to.
the
It
door.
could be this way, buddy. This way.
Oh, my head
All right.
getting wide.
Also, down below, there is a link for Fight TV. Again, listen, guys, you don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is click that link, register on their website. We get $1. All right. All the money we make is going to buy a new camera, one that we can take with us to shows, take video, take pictures, do all kinds of cool stuff. Maybe even use on the show. Who knows? All kinds of good stuff. There's also a link for High Spots. You can go on there. Excuse me. Make sure you head over to Blue Water Championship Wrestling's Facebook page and give that a like. They also have a website where you go, bwcwstars.com, where you can go and you can purchase tickets for the shows. Also, make sure you check out Firebird Entertainment. And also, Northern Exposure, Michigan. They're the people that do tape our interviews for us. They have a Facebook page, and there's a link down there for their Facebook page. So head down there and give that a like if you have any photography needs. And you
yeah,
know
they
that,
do everything.
yeah, they do photography, and I believe they do canvas prints too. So if you want to do that, please do so. All right, guys. So look at that, man. A little under an hour. You gotta like it. Now remember, Wednesdays now we're doing Talking Feds, where we recap Raw and SmackDown. Catch us. We're saying 8 o'clock live on Wednesdays.
8 o'clock on Wednesdays. Yes.
All right. What about
Technical difficulties on Monday.
yeah, okay, because if you don't know,
See what happened.
see what had happened was, see what if you don't know what's going on is I have, I wouldn't say I have allowed. What's the word I'm looking for? I have let the grasshopper go, and he is in his own.
He pushed me out of the nest. Don't let him BS ya.
He's
like,
doing his
fly,
own.
young man, fly.
He's doing his own show where he does a recap of ROH on a weekly basis. Hopefully, if everything works out, he gets that recorded and to me so that we can get that uploaded Monday morning-ish.
Yeah, this week we had some technical
But
difficulties.
you had I didn't have no technical
yeah, I know,
difficulties. You definitely did.
Well, when I say we, I mean us at Studio 3, not here at Studio 1 where everything's all hunky-dory and put together.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
at Studio 3, it's still all torn apart with construction going on and
Well,
kids
you'll get
running
there.
all over everywhere.
And now
so-
you know what the thing is now we got to get on a set of equipment for your place.
Right, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
You know, we're gonna have to start working corner, man.
I already did.
I'm okay.
It cost me $45 last week, so I'm $45 in the hole.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I don't see any more questions, but again, guys, Monday, Rage of Honor with Chunk. That's his own little thing. Yep, definitely a good thing. And then Wednesdays, Talking Feds, where we recap Raw and SmackDown every Wednesday live. So far, we're doing live at 8 o'clock. I'm looking into start doing an audio-only thing where we record the audio as well as the video will be live, and then we record the audio and then upload it as a podcast type deal, because that was the original intent. It just we kind of got off into the YouTube thing, and
We're having fun, I think.
well, we're still are having fun.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy it.
Try it out, see how it goes, and see what happens. You know, so.
Oh, we're still doing the live talk on Wednesday.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have live chat on Wednesday too. So you definitely, you got to catch us when we're live. If
That's
you
right.
if you catch it later, it won't come up in the live chat. It will just come up as a comment. So, anyways, you know, we're gonna be live every Friday, 8 o'clock. We're live Wednesday, 8 o'clock. We got a show. Well, he's got a show on Monday. So. Make sure you catch all those
taped.
things. It's taped.
That's taped.
Well, it's got to be edited. So,
Thanks, buddy.
yeah, no problem. I'm glad I still haven't got us an outro yet, Chunk. So,
Well, we're getting there.
very good. Now, oh, yeah, well, I do I set up on Wednesday, because somebody mentioned my son. I set up on Wednesday before Chunk gets here. I get everything going, computers going and all that stuff. And he's home, and I have to bring him down with me, and he likes making videos. I'm still deciding whether or not to make him his own YouTube channel where he can make a YouTube video And I was thinking that he could just do Raw, you know, like a Raw cut, nothing, you know.
Right.
But I don't know. We'll see. It just depends. Yeah, he's a good co-host. I had one a while ago that I recorded, and it was of me actually like interviewing him, and he was actually answering my questions. But I don't know what happened to it. So, yes, throw it up. Boom. Booyah. All right, so we're going to get out of here. We are not quite at an hour yet, which I like. Dig it. An hour show. I like it. Let's keep it that way. So you guys have a great night. We'll see you next week, Friday, 8 o'clock, or Wednesday, 8 o'clock for our recap show. You guys have a great night. Oh, yeah. Buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, please buy a T-shirt.
Now.
We're done. No, please. Please. You can't demand.